13. And your power play multiplier is 2. Let's take a look at tonight's winning numbers. Remember, there are multiple ways to win. Good luck, everyone. We'll see you back here on Saturday night.
Live from Augusta, we're watching News 1226 at 11.
Tonight, 9 years to the day that a 4-year-old little girl drowned at Wildwood Park. Her brother's dedication, hoping to stop heartbreak for other families.
In the process of starting all of this, when that young man died earlier this year, and it just gutted me because I was like, oh man, like if we could just been there a little sooner, you know. But I saw comments on like social media and whatnot of people need to do something, and I just wanted people to know people are doing something.
And new tonight, new details with reaction from a legal expert looking into this showdown from Saturday involving the Screven County Sheriff's Office. Hello, everybody. We start tonight, though, talking about the weather and those stories in a moment, but not before we talk about triple-digit feel-like temperatures starting tomorrow, Em.
Yes, it's going to be very hot afternoons from here on out for at least the next 4 or 5 days. So very warm conditions for us. We have a few chances of an afternoon shower or two overnight tonight, though. We're staying dry, and we're going to be dry for the morning hours tomorrow. It's really going to help us warm up. Again, triple-digit feels like temperature. Actual temperature will be in the low to mid-90s, but that doesn't really matter when it feels like 102, maybe even 104 for your Friday, Saturday, and that's going to continue through the weekend and into the start of next week. So very hot stretch for us here. Dangerous heat. Make sure that you are staying cool if you do work outside or spend any time outdoors. Make sure you are staying hydrated as well. We're starting off our morning upper 60s, low 70s in spots. So it's going to be a relatively warm start to our day. We'll be in those mid and upper 80s by 11 a.m. I'll talk more about the heat that we can expect and a look at rain chances over the next 7 days coming up.
Emily, thanks. Tonight we are learning new details. And click on this story. It is among the lake's most popular parks, but it is one that has a history of tragic stories. We are talking about Wildwood Park. Tonight, a place that now has a special spot. Meredith Anderson here now with the story that tells of how good can come from unbelievable heartbreak.
9 years ago today, Evie Hoskins drowned at Wildwood Park. She was only 4. Her big brother Carson was 8. He is now 17, and tonight he stood just steps from where she died, hoping to save other families from that same heartbreak.
9 years later, this place is still beautiful. That does not make it easier for Carson Hoskins to come back to it.
This project is dedicated to the memory of my younger sister, Evie.
In front of him, family and friends. Behind him, life jackets, ready for strangers. Above him, in letters he attached to the stand himself, his sister's name.
The purpose of the stand is simple: to provide life jackets and water safety equipment to anyone who needs them, free of charge.
The ceremony officially dedicated Carson's Eagle Scout project, a stand now open for anyone to use.
It definitely is a relief to know that I built this and that it's in honor of her life and the life of every other person that whose families have gone through a situation like this.
For this family, the message is not just about having a life jacket nearby. It's about keeping it on. Evie had been wearing one that day.
She took hers off and then she snuck off, and that's when everything happened.
So every jacket here is also a reminder. Safety cannot wait. But even on a day meant to help others, this place still hurts.
It is pretty gutting. I kind of like a flashback kind of thing where I see places where things happened and it hurts.
Erin Strasser is Evie's mom. The picture she placed at the stand has lived in her car every day since it happened, carrying it everywhere, much like she carries her pain.
It never goes away, but you just learn who to lean on and what to do.
And for Erin, that's part of why this stand matters. It puts Evie's name where other families will see it.
I think almost all people that lose someone just don't want their memory to go away. So this is a lovely way for her to live on for years to come.
Neither she nor Carson can change what happened here.
May it serve to prevent tragedies such as the one this family has experienced.
But both hope Evie's name could help change what happens next.
Aaron actually reached out to me about this very project a couple of months ago, just after a 17-year-old drowned at Wildwood Park. She wanted to make sure people knew this would be there. It wasn't finished then, though. Now it is, and it's available for anyone who needs a life jacket.
This is a park. I remember when this story happened. This is a park where so many families have had the same outcome. It was one summer where it seemed like we covered drowning after drowning there, from people trying to swim to the island. And I can tell you, as someone who grew up on the lake, grew up around the water, it's never silly to be safe. If you're worried about your swimming, life jackets like this, they do save lives.
They absolutely do. I remember this story too, and I hugged the mom tonight and said, you know what? So many times we cover tragedies, but we never get to see some of the good that comes out of a tragedy. And here we are 9 years later, still talking about her little girl, only that pain now has a lot of purpose.
His name right there at that park tonight. Thank you, Meredith, for that story. So touching. The city of Thompson telling people who use its water, state inspectors found the water is contaminated. Georgia's Environmental Protection Division gave the city 3 violations. Inspectors found the water had tehylomethylene levels that were above what the state considers safe. The city of Thompson says it is working to fix the problem. Tonight we've asked Georgia's EPD for more information about it, including its inspection documents and if the city is being fined for the problem. Now to an arrest out of Emanuel County. Law enforcement there saying that 36-year-old Tony Cooper has been booked on charges for child molestation. Tonight, investigators asking if anyone has had similar incidents with this man, you please give them a call. A possible plea deal for a former Augusta University faculty member facing child molestation charges rejected in court today. 66-year-old Carl Purdy faces charges involving 2 victims under the age of 16. Now he could head to trial, or his attorneys could try for a new deal. 2 CSRA hospitals among 500 nationwide that have been warned by the Trump administration for not. We are getting into dangerous heat territory. First Alert meteorologist Emily Acton back with us now, talking about what you need to know, the signs of heat illness that can help protect you and your family.
Well, we have warmer days in store, high feels-like temperatures, and what does that mean? Why are our feels-like temperatures warmer than the actual temperature? Well, it all has to do with dew point and the moisture in the atmosphere. Our bodies like to stay around that 98-degree mark, but whenever it gets warmer than that and our body temperature rises, its natural way to cool off is by sweating. But if there's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, our sweat cannot evaporate properly, thus us not being able to cool down like we normally should be able to. So that keeps our body temperature even warmer, and again could lead to those heat-related illnesses. So the dew points have a big factor in the potential for heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Here's the main difference between the two. Heat exhaustion is whenever you have rapid, weak pulse, you're cool, clammy, pale. Heat stroke is when your skin is dry, hot, and red, and you have a rapid, strong pulse. You may lose consciousness again if you see anybody that's experiencing a heat stroke. Make sure you call 911 immediately. We are anticipating some pretty dangerous temperatures that are really rapidly climbing as we go throughout the next couple of days. We really haven't been able to acclimate to it, so just be prepared for feels like temperatures to be in the triple digits.
Signs to watch out for as the days heat up. Thanks, Em. If you were thinking about getting a new pet, the SPCA in Aiken has free cats and kittens available. These are some of the adoptable animals. The kittens, it is kitten season, so there is a huge need for the cats to be taken. The center open until 6 tomorrow evening on Willow Run Road there in Aiken. Social Security warnings and 2 free Ludacris concerts are coming to Atlanta. Stick around. We have those stories coming up in the 5 things changing your everyday life.
Big value. Ready to grab and go at Parker's Kitchen. Value deals starting at just $4. Make your next stop Parker's Kitchen.
First Alert weather isn't just a forecast. It's your advantage. Get early warnings for severe storms.
An accurate forecast from a team that stays on air when the weather turns dangerous.
Warning sound effect all the way from...
Plan your day with confidence and get the latest update straight to your device.
First to warn, first to track,
first to protect.
This is News 1226 First Alert Weather. Always ready, always streaming. Download our app or stream WRDW Plus for free on all your favorite platforms.
Liberal lawyer John Kennedy.
Hot, hot, humid, humid air you can wear.
Yes, that's it. That's the forecast.
I'm leaving. That's depressing. At least there's some rain there, though.
Yes, we are going to
have some good
see
news.
a little bit of rain, but it is going to be hot. I mean, summer is here, and it's packing a punch.
It snuck up.
It did. We're not quite used to the heat that we're going to see here over the next couple of days. Right now, we are dry across the CSRA and expected to stay dry overnight tonight. We're going to have a warm start to our morning tomorrow with temperatures only bottoming out in the upper 60s, low 70s in spots. Plenty of sunshine. We'll warm up into the upper 80s by 11 a.m. And that just tells you we're going to have a very warm afternoon for us. And this is going to be the first of several over the next couple of days. Looking at our heat index, starting tomorrow, we'll be in the triple digits for a good portion of the CSRA, and that trend will continue as we go throughout our Friday afternoon. Again, reading around 102 to 104, and then as we go throughout our Saturday, still getting up into those triple digits there, where we can expect to see, again, very hot afternoons continuing into our Sunday and even into our Monday. Things are looking a little bit better Monday, where we might only have feels like temperatures in the upper 90s. Some spots could feel like those triple digits, but it is going to be a very hot stretch for us, and that's why the heat risk is major over the next several days. We can expect to see that major heat risk continue through the weekend, and even some exceptional heat risk for our area, and that just means our bodies are not used to this kind of heat just yet, and so it is going to be a little bit of a shock to the system for us. If you do have outdoor plans over the next several days, plenty of sunshine. Once we get into the afternoon, though, an isolated shower possible, but nothing too widespread for us. Friday, a little bit better rain chances for the afternoon, but like I said, most of us will remain dry. This is a very summer pattern where we warm up throughout the day. Around 2-3 p.m., we start to see those rain chances increase for us. And Saturday, starting off dry, we'll see a few of those afternoon showers and maybe even some more for the later evening, where we can see a little bit of that sea breeze moving inland. That'll really bring us our better rain chances come Saturday, excuse me. Rainfall totals over the next 7 days could get up to 2 inches for our most western counties. Better rain chances Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and even into the start of next week. That'll help us cool off a little bit. 86 for our high temperature Tuesday and Wednesday.
Weather you got to be safe in, thanks, Sim. All right, as we had to break, a live look at Miami. And those are your winning lottery numbers. Don't go to bed yet. When we come back, 5 stories changing your everyday life.
Get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with bow rounds for just $5 at Bojangles. It's bow time.
For the dad who appreciates quality, style, and things built to last, celebrate this Father's Day with exceptional menswear, personalized service, and timeless gifts for every dad. Lionel Smith, limited to only the finest in men's clothing.
Join me in voting for Derek Dooley.
Care for medically unnecessary equipment.
This Father's Day, give Dad something he'll wear with pride. From custom shirts and sport coats to premium casual wear and those famous Smitty ties, you'll find the perfect gift at Lionel Smith Limited. Limited to only the finest in men's clothing.
All right, tonight these next 5 stories are each about things changing your everyday life. Let's start with Social Security and funds that make South Carolina's Department of Environmental Services concerned tonight about harmful algae that's blooming in Lake Hartwell. Water samples found the bloom could produce blue, green, or yellow algae. Those could harm humans and animals. You can protect yourself and keep your pets safe by keeping them from drinking the lake water and avoiding anywhere where that algae that's harmful might be blooming. The FDA approved a new sunscreen ingredient for the first time in 20 years. The new ingredient breaks down less easily in the sun and gives better protection against both ultraviolet and AV rays. Plus, it does not easily absorb into the body. Inflation rose in May, reaching its highest level. Coming up in sports, a former Cross Creek standout is heading to Division I football. How a Razorback turned a redshirt year at Benedict into an opportunity at Chattanooga. Alyssa's here next.
Looking for your next ride?
Welcome to Bluebell, USA, a magical town. Around here, everyone is happy, all the time. Because ice cream is the handheld device of choice. Can Bluebell ice cream really smooth out all life's wrinkles? We think it can. Bluebell, USA, where happy happens.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group. On your sideline.
Sponsored by Chandler Law Firm.
Cross Creek football has a familiar name to rally around this season. Nason Houston is taking his game to Tennessee Chattanooga in the Southern Conference. It's a Division I jump that puts the Razorbacks back on the D1 list for the first time since 2020. Houston's road to Division I wasn't the straight line most people picture. Coming out of Cross Creek, he had D1 interest, but when coaching staffs changed, those opportunities changed with them. Instead of chasing the next promise, Houston chose Benedict College, stacked up the film. His spring surge put him back on Division I radars, and Tennessee Chattanooga made the call with a scholarship offer. He's now committed, moving up to the SoCon and opening the door for the next Razorback who wants to follow that same path.
Come to Cross Creek and still go to Division I college. So you don't have to not come to Cross Creek in your zone here, going to another school thinking, oh, I'll get a D1 opportunity at another school. No, you'll get here at Cross Creek.
Good opportunity there. Coastal's Kevin Schnall is the new head coach of South Carolina baseball. USC's Board of Trustees approving Schnall for a 5-year contract through June of 2031, paying him a base salary of $1.3 million per year. That's nearly 3 times what he was making at Coastal Carolina. And Schnall's contract would automatically extend 1 year each time that he leads the Gamecocks to at least the super regional round of the NCAA tournament, up to a maximum of 3-year extension, along with financial bonuses for that same success. South Carolina is also playing Schnall's buyout from his Coastal Carolina contract up to $600,000 there. Now, if he leaves his job at USC before his 5-year contract is up, he'd owe a big buyout starting at $3 million in year 1, decreasing to just under $500,000 if he leaves in his final year. And on the flip side, if USC fires him without cause, they'd owe Schnall 65% of the remaining value of his contract. On to the Dogs now. Landing in Omaha for the College World Series. They're one of 5 SEC teams to make the greatest show on dirt. Their first game is set for Saturday at 8 against stout Texas Longhorns team. The excitement building for something they've fought for all season long.
Work all year for this, right? I mean, I think that's just about every team's goal in college baseball at the Division I level is to get to Omaha. And we had a really good regular season. Had a decent run through the tournaments, and now we're here.
They certainly are. You're watching a rarity right before your very eyes. The Atlanta Braves have now lost 2 consecutive games for the 4th time this season. They'll drop the series with the Sox after a 2-1 loss. This is only their 3rd series loss of the year, and we're 4 months in, if you can believe that. On to Soccer Now defender Chris Richards giving the United States a boost heading into Friday.
Time and Temp, sponsored by Riverside Heating and Air.
For comfort you can count on, call Riverside Heating and Air. Scan this QR code to discover more, including special savings. Stay comfortable inside with Riverside Heating and Air.
Right now at Rooms to Go, shop.
Well, looking at your what to wear forecast for tomorrow, prepare for a very hot afternoon with feels like temperatures getting close, if not surpassing that 100-degree mark. So it is going to feel really hot for your afternoon. 94 for your actual high, but again, feeling roughly 6 to 8 degrees warmer than that. We're going to see those upper 90s Friday and Saturday. A few afternoon showers possible, but better rain chances come into play Sunday night, and then that will lead into your Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday's temperatures will drop back into the 80s, 86 for your Tuesday and Wednesday high. Those overnight lows anywhere from the upper 60s to mid-70s for us. So feeling like summer over the next several days. Again, tomorrow through at least Monday, we will feel like the triple digits. Stay hydrated and have an adequate way to cool off. We're talking about dangerous heat that we're not used to just quite yet. Thanks for watching. We have more news and weather coming up for our morning show at 4:30 a.m.
Hurricane Helene knocked us down, but not out. Augusta, we came together as a community, rolled up our sleeves, and started cutting our way out. Help arrived within hours, and we began restoring services and began rebuilding. More than 67,000 residents received assistance, and more than $120 million was provided towards recovery. Today, we're investing in strong infrastructure, preparing for future emergencies, and moving Augusta forward. I'm Mayor Garnett Johnson from East Augusta for all of Augusta, and I want to earn your vote.
Liberal lawyer John Kennedy